Hye-kyo's strange attitude towards Son Ye-jin shocks Blue Dragon 2025. What if a single glance at the Blue Dragon Film Awards could unravel the delicate threads of Hollywood's most whispered-about love triangles, turning a night of glittering triumphs into a mirror for our own tangled emotions? On the evening of November 19th, 2025, as the 46th Blue Dragon Film Awards unfolded at the KBS Hall in Yeouido, Seoul, the air hummed with more than just applause. It crackled with the unspoken histories that bind Korea's brightest stars. Hyun and Son Ye-jin, the beloved Crash Landing on You duo turned real-life power couple, etched their names into entertainment lore by becoming the first married actors to claim both Best Actor and Best Actress in the same season, a feat that felt less like coincidence and more like destiny scripted by the gods of Hallyu. Hyunbin's portrayal of the fierce independence activist Ahn Jung-geun in the biographical epic Harbin earned him the top prize, his stoic intensity on screen mirroring the quiet strength he exudes off it, while Son Ye-jin's nuanced turn as the resilient wife in Park Chan-wook's satirical thriller No Other Choice, a black comedy that swept 6 awards, including Best Picture and Best Director, captured hearts with its raw vulnerability. Their dual victories weren't just professional peaks, they were a celebration of partnership, with Hyunbin's acceptance speech tenderly thanking, "My wife Ye-jin, whose very presence gives me so much strength, and our son," and Son Ye-jin responding in kind, vowing to share this joy with the 2 men I love most, Kim Tae-pyong and our son Woo-jin. It's a moment that tugs at the soul, reminding us how rare it is for love to align so perfectly with ambition, leaving audiences worldwide to wonder if such harmony is the ultimate award or merely the prelude to deeper stories untold. Yet, amid the cascade of cheers for this century couple, as fans affectionately dub them, a subtler drama simmered in the shadows of the spotlight, drawing eyes to Song Hye-kyo, the timeless beauty whose presence alone commands reverence. Nominated for Best Actress for her chilling embodiment of a tormented soul in the supernatural horror Dark Nuns, a film that delved into the eerie intersections of faith and fear with unflinching gaze, Song Hye-kyo chose a path of quiet discretion that night, slipping into the venue without gracing the red carpet, a move later attributed to her grueling schedule on the set of Netflix's upcoming series, Show Business, a sprawling saga set against the brutal underbelly of 1960s to 1980s Korean entertainment, where she stars alongside heavyweights like Gong Yoo and Cha Seung-won in tales of ambition forged in violence and grit. This absence wasn't mere logistics. It felt like a deliberate brushstroke in a larger canvas, a tactful sidestep that preserved the evening's harmony while echoing the poise of a woman who has long mastered the art of navigating fame's treacherous waters. One can't help but feel a pang of admiration for such grace under pressure. It's the kind of restraint that speaks volumes, turning potential awkwardness into an elegant void, and leaving us to ponder how much inner fortitude it takes to honor the past without letting it eclipse the present. As the ceremony progressed, hosted with effortless charm by Han Ji-min and Lee Jae-hoon, whose on-stage banter evoked the warmth of old friends sharing secrets, the camera's unyielding lens became the evening's true protagonist, capturing not just victories, but the fleeting micro-expressions that fuel endless speculation. When the Best Actress category loomed, the nominees' faces filled the screen in a tableau of poised anticipation. Son Ye-jin, radiant in her poised elegance. Lee Hae-young, the veteran whose gravitas in The Old Woman with the Knife had redefined age as a weapon. Lee Jae-in, fierce from High Five. Im Yoon-ah, sparkling with youthful fire from Pretty Crazy. And Song Hye-kyo, her features a study in serene composure amid the storm of her own storied legacy. The announcement rang out, Son Ye-jin's name, and the room erupted, but it was the split-second close-up on Song Hye-kyo that ignited the digital wildfire. Her eyebrows arched ever so slightly in what some read as genuine surprise, her lips curving into a smile that blended polite acknowledgement with a whisper of reserve. 3 parts courtesy, 7 parts an unreadable chill, as one viral clip dissected it. A faint sniff, barely audible, escaped her eyes darting briefly away before returning with measured warmth, applauding as Son Ye-jin ascended the stage. In that instant, the internet fractured. Chinese netizens on Weibo pored over the footage like forensic experts, labeling it indifferent, even icy, a forced facade masking unresolved echoes of old flames, while Korean fans rallied with fierce loyalty, insisting it was pure delight, a gracious nod to a colleague's well-earned glory, and accusing overseas observers of cultural overreach in decoding a face schooled in subtlety. This dissection, unfolding in real time across platforms like X and Instagram, where hashtags like #BlueDragon2025 and #SongHye-kyo reaction amassed millions of views overnight, laid bare the insatiable hunger we harbor for celebrity souls, turning public poise into private indictments. It's disheartening, isn't it, how a single frame can morph into a Rorschach test for our biases, amplifying whispers into roars and reducing icons to suspects in their own narratives? Yet, there's a poignant beauty in the defense mounted by Song Hye-kyo's devotees, who flooded timelines with montages from her illustrious career. From the heartrending Yoon in Autumn in My Heart, a 2000 melodrama that catapulted her to stardom with its raw exploration of sibling loss and forbidden love, to the icy precision of The Glory, where she dismantled bullies with surgical vengeance, arguing that such a woman, who has weathered scandals and heartbreaks with unyielding dignity, deserves the presumption of joy rather than jealousy. They pointed to her warm applause for other winners, like Jung Sung-il and Jeon Yo-bin, as proof of her generous spirit, a quiet rebuttal that felt like a collective exhale. In a world quick to judge, these voices remind us of empathy's quiet power, urging us to see not coldness, but the complex humanity beneath the glamour. Delving deeper into the evening's undercurrents, one can't ignore the fateful knot tying these 3 luminaries. Hyun and Song Hye-kyo, whose whirlwind romance in the mid-2010s, sparked amid the frenzy of My Love from the Star promotions and Descendants of the Sun shoots, blossomed into a passionate chapter that captivated millions before quietly concluding in 2011, a split attributed to the relentless glare of public scrutiny. Hyun, then the brooding heartthrob of Secret Garden, and Song Hye-kyo, fresh off Full House, embodied the dream of star-crossed perfection, their dates in Jeju's misty hills and whispered airport farewells, fueling tabloid dreams until distance and demanding schedules pulled them apart. Fast forward to 2020, and Hyun found his forever in Son Ye-jin, the co-star whose north-south divide romance in Crash Landing on You mirrored their own slow-burn off-screen courtship, culminating in a surprise wedding that same year and the birth of their son in 2022. A family portrait that now symbolizes stability in an industry notorious for its transience. No direct encounter graced the Blue Dragon stage between the exes and the new chapter. A merciful choreography that spared all parties the awkward dance of small talk under Klieg lights. Yet the mere proximity stirred a collective nostalgia, as if the room itself held its breath for a collision that never came. It's a scenario ripe for reflection, how time heals, reshapes, and sometimes romanticizes what once was, leaving us to marvel at the resilience required to applaud from afar, turning potential pain into a testament to growth. The historic sweep by No Other Choice further elevated the night's emotional stakes. Park Chan-wook's masterful blend of dark humor and social satire, a tale of moral ambiguity in a crumbling family empire, where Son Ye-jin's character navigates betrayal with a steely grace that echoed her real-life poise, securing accolades for Best Screenplay, Best Editing, and more. Outshining contenders like Yeon Sang-ho's tense whodunit, The Ugly, and Woo Min-ho's visceral Harbin. Supporting triumphs, from Lee Sung-min's layered villainy to Park Ji-hyun's breakout in Hidden Face, underscored the award's role as a barometer for Korean cinema's bold evolution, blending genre-bending innovation with unflinching social commentary. Newcomer honors for Ahn Bo-hyun in Pretty Crazy and Kim Do-yeon in Idiot Girls and School Ghost, School Anniversary, injected fresh energy, signaling a generation unafraid to challenge norms, much like the veterans who paved their way. Amid this tapestry, Song Hye-kyo's nomination for Dark Nuns, a haunting exorcism narrative co-starring Shin Ye-eun and Jeon Yo-bin, which grappled with institutional horrors and personal demons in a cloistered world, stood as a poignant counterpoint. Her performance a masterclass in restrained terror that, though eclipsed by Son Ye-jin's win, resonated as a reminder of her unparalleled depth. The leaked voting sheets, circulating wildly on Weibo with claims of 0 tallies for Song Hye-kyo across rounds, pitting her against juggernauts like Son Ye-jin, 6 votes in the final, and Lee Hye-young, 3, sparked outrage and disbelief, fans decrying it as an affront to her legacy, yet it only amplified her mystique, proving that true icons shine brightest without the gold. Social media's frenzy extended far beyond the venue, weaving threads of cultural critique into the entertainment frenzy. As discussions veered from the couple's speeches, Hyunbin's nod to his family's grounding force, evoking a universal ache for work-life alchemy, to the ethics of expression reading in an era of high-def scrutiny. Chinese commentators, steeped in a tradition of nuanced facial semiotics influenced by Confucian reserve, fixated on Song Hye-kyo's perceived emotional restraint as a sign of lingering frost, hashtags exploding with analyses that bordered on psychoanalysis, while Western fans, more attuned to overt exuberance, joined the chorus of defenses, celebrating her as a beacon of mature detachment. Korean voices bridged the divide, highlighting how such interpretations often stem from projection, not intent, and praising her red carpet skip as a masterstroke of consideration, averting the triple-starred spectacle that could have devolved into meme fodder, awkward poses frozen for eternity. It's a debate that lingers like a half-remembered dream, prompting us to question, in our quest to humanize stars, do we inadvertently strip them of privacy, turning joy into suspicion and applause into autopsy? The warmth of Song Hye-kyo's later social media post, clips of her laughing backstage, clapping for peers, served as a gentle corrective, a digital olive branch that felt profoundly human, evoking a quiet relief that authenticity, in the end, always finds its voice. As the curtains fell on this landmark evening, the Blue Dragon's glow extended to its broader canvas, honoring technical virtuosos like the cinematographers of Harbin, Hong Kyung-pyo and Park Jung-woo, whose sweeping visuals of historical turmoil captured the pulse of a nation's unyielding spirit, and the art direction of Uprising by Lee Na-kyum, which reconstructed Joseon-era battles with meticulous fury. Popularity awards to GOT7's Park Jin-young and Girls' Generation's Yoona added a populist pulse, bridging film and K-pop's symbiotic worlds, while the most viewed film nod to My Daughter is a Zombie, a quirky undead family dramedy, highlighted audience cravings for escapist whimsy amid heavier fare. For Hyunbin and Son Ye-jin, the night culminated in a shared stage for their popular star wins, their playful hugs and knowing glances a microcosm of enduring love, a sight that melted even the most cynical hearts and reignited global swoons for the couple whose off-screen bliss has outshone their on-screen epics. Song Hye-kyo's shadow over it all, though, lent a layer of bittersweet intrigue, her strategic distance and captured nuance fueling conversations that transcended the awards, touching on themes of exes in shared orbits, the weight of past passions, and the art of letting go with style. Reflecting on it all, one senses the profound maturity in Song Hye-kyo's choices, a woman who, at 44, continues to redefine allure through roles that probe the psyche's darkest corners, from the vengeful precision of The Glory to the ethereal hauntings of dark nuns, all while cultivating a personal life shielded from the storm. Her avoidance of the red carpet, far from evasion, emerges as an act of profound empathy, sparing not just herself, but the collective from a reunion that might have tipped into tabloid tragedy, transforming a celebratory night into fodder for endless what-ifs. It's a move that inspires, evoking the quiet wisdom of those who've learned that true elegance lies in knowing when to step aside, allowing others' light to shine unencumbered. In contrast, the Bin-jin duo's unapologetic affection, Hyunbin's arm around Son Ye-jin's waist during photo ops, her head on his shoulder post-win, radiates an infectious joy, a reminder that love, when nurtured, becomes its own spotlight, illuminating paths for fans navigating their own relational mazes. The camera's role, too, warrants pause. By framing those beautiful sisters side by side, it amplified the night's poetry, but also its pitfalls, underscoring media's double-edged sword in crafting narratives from nuances. Ultimately, the 2025 Blue Dragon Film Awards transcended its statuettes, becoming a mosaic of human complexity. Triumph laced with tension, history haunting harmony, and grace prevailing over gossip. As discussions ripple onward, from Weibo's fervent forums to X's threaded debates, they illuminate our shared fascination with these larger-than-life figures, whose lives mirror our own quests for closure, celebration, and connection. Song Hye-kyo's subtle smile, whatever its truth, stands as a cipher for resilience, a testament to surviving love's aftershocks with head held high. Hyunbin and Son Ye-jin's milestones, meanwhile, affirm that second acts can be the sweetest, their family-first dedications a balm in an industry of fleeting highs. In this blend of spotlight and shadow, we're left with a lingering warmth, a curiosity satisfied yet ever hungry, pondering the next chapter in these stars' celestial saga. What unseen gestures await in tomorrow's frames, and how will we choose to read them? With suspicion, or with the open heart they perhaps deserve?